that belief. And this goes against that belief smokers are liable to die young.
Yes, yes. Because it's more of like it's a general term that everybody knows. Like it's there in the media, in the mainstream media. Our doctor always tells us, don't smoke. Even the cigarette pack itself is there. Smokers are liable to die young and the rest. And now this is a health promo. And coming from a medical doctor, it's not just because the first thing you would think that okay, it's coming from someone who just have like a general knowledge of, just trying to, sell something, but this is coming from a doctor, you know. So of all places, nobody expects a medical doctor to tell you
Yeah,
something like this, to make a bold statement like this.
yeah, and not just any medical doctor, a top medical doctor
Yes,
at that.
someone with reputation and stuff. So, and I love this subheading, where it says like, join my biggest crusade yet and get the inside scoop of the surprising health benefits. So it's like it points out, what is there because it's actually surprising, right? It's surprising. So I like the fact that the copywriter mentioned its surprising health benefits.
Yeah,
So that
yeah,
means
yeah.
that means what you're about to read is something shocking. So um and it goes, dear reader, feel free to light up a smoke while you read this special letter. I like this opening. It's kind of very funny. It's funny and yeah, it is that kind of thing that you are reading, you are laughing like, what was really happening here, and it's kind of entertaining, right?
Yeah,
Entertaining
yeah.
and also, yeah. So in order to show you that they are really serious about this smoking of a thing, they are telling you that while you are ever reading a letter, light up a smoke. So and then go, yes, you read that right. I say life saving, and I stake my reputation on that. So that is more of like, yeah, it's is coming out boldly to say what he's saying, right?
Yeah, he's making a very bold statement. Yeah,
Hmm.
life
That's
saving Paul. So it's I think for the reader it's going to make the person's ears perk up and person will be like what's so life saving about this?
hmm. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So and it goes on to talk about nothing beats a good smoke, a strong of coffee, a whiskey, this blah blah blah. And then if only then another headline comes up, if only they knew the real truth about tobacco. Yeah, so it now goes on to talk about the normal statement out there about smoking. Like about anti-smoking fanatics are everywhere, the offices, the restaurants, and they're always talking about if you shouldn't smoke. And then you say, but they don't know what I know and what you're about to learn. Mainstream science stages so many anti-smoking campaigns these days. We are thinking of removal of nuclear waste. So I think from this particular sentence, this particular paragraph, you're just trying to like reinstate what is already known, right? What
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
knows about the topic we
Yes,
want to talk
yeah.
about.
Yeah, he's kind of leading the reader from what he knows to what he doesn't know.
Exactly.
There are persons I think if he just comes out with the blunt truth and just says okay tobacco this is one of the health benefits of tobacco, it's likely
Yeah.
it might shock the reader into complacency or just maybe into something like the reader it would be so disbelieving for the reader, let me put it that way.
Yes.
Yeah, so he's trying to read him from what he knows and into the mystery.
Of course. So, and then he goes on and talks about skills in stating, talks about they all want to know what kind of medical doctor is crazy enough to smoke. Just like I said, and all these statements, right? It makes the copy sound conversational, right?
Yes, yes, it does.
Because this is how, like, if someone is coming to you to tell you that smoking is life saving, I bet this is how they are going to sound, right? They are going to, especially if the person is the doctor, is going to, sound conversational like this. So it's really, it makes sense making it sound like this. So, and what I see always make the adjustment, smoking can save your life. Here's another bold statement, right? And I've got all the science to prove it. So this is one area, like, okay, from the beginning of the copy, he made a very bold statement, right? Saying that there are
Yes,
health benefits of smoking. And then now he's saying that he has got all the science to prove it. So you see that he has already captured all the objections, any objection the reader might have. This alone, like, I've solved the majority of it, right? Since he's saying
yes,
that
yes, it
he's
does.
not just saying it out of, he's just saying it, it has a proof, right?
Yes, yes, it does.
So, and then it goes on. Tobacco controversy is sorry and substantial, and I pursue it in my job as an American rational doctor to dispel the web of paranoid might and confusion surrounding tobacco. But I didn't always think this way. So now I look at this twist now. From the beginning, he's talking about tobacco being life saving, having health benefits, and now he's saying that. But I didn't always think that this way. So that is what I understand here. What he's trying to tell the reader is that he used to be a doubting Thomas too, right? Because
Yeah, yeah,
news majority of the, like, every, in fact, all the anybody reading this copy right now is doesn't agree with what he's saying. And I think this really works very well. It's more of like a psychological stuff, right? When someone is trying to tell you something that you already believe that this thing is not true, right? You have that mindset that this particular thing is like this, and somebody is telling you that it's the other way around, right? Okay, why they are trying to explain it to you and they are telling you that they were once like you, I think you really want to listen to them more, isn't it?
yes, 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 that's true.
Because for them to be once like you and now they have changed their mind, it means there was something they saw, that you have not seen. So you want to
Yeah,
listen to them, like, how, okay, so if you were once like me and now you are going against this, then what was it that you saw that I have not seen?
yes, yes, yes. So I like that. I was once like you, but I think if any copywriter who misses out on this, I was once like you, we not or we definitely not form that bond. Now that I was
Yes,
once like you kind of creates a bond with your readers too.
yes, it does. It does. It's more of like all those in business, Bizop, where you have all those rags to riches, stuff like that, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh, or when someone is trying to sell you a product for losing weight, and it happens that they were, they were overweight before, and now they have lost all this weight, and they are the one trying to sell it. It's more convincing that someone that has never been overweight before, right?
Yes, it is. It is.
So, and then after, making this statement, he goes ahead and talked about how he was also an anti-smoking fanatic, and stuff like that. And then you see that after finding a few studies supporting health benefits of tobacco, I still told the have to be crazy to light up anything containing tobacco and nicotine. But my craze still was big. So here is just saying that, yeah, he was an anti-smoking fanatic, just like everyone else. Then he got some few studies that prove that this smoking is actually have health benefit, but still he was doubting what he saw, right?
Yes, yes.
Mm. So it took him a while before he was able to change his mind. And here he said that, and as study after study came to my attention, I realized I was all wrong, which he admits. And once I saw the mountains of evidence, I slowly came to the indisputable conclusion that tobacco is a health gift from God. So here he's trying to tell the reader that, yeah, he was once an anti-smoking person, someone that doesn't like smoking, hates it. He saw evidence that proved that it was beneficial, but it took him a while. He had to pile up more, dig in more evidence, study after study, and gradually, just like I said, yeah, I slowly came to the indisputable conclusion. So it's not that he saw the evidence once and he just jumped to conclusion that tobacco is healthy. He made sure that he took his time, got more evidence to prove that yes, this thing is actually, what it is, right?
Yeah, yes, yes. What I also think he's trying to do is like he's trying to say, okay, I decided I'm like the expert here.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah. I had to go through pains. I think I've forgotten what one copywriter calls it. It says something like pain, the years of pain or something, blood and tears or something like that. And okay,
yeah.
I had to go through blood and tears for your sake, and this was the result I came up with. So you don't have to do this. This is why you should pay attention to me.
Mm. So like he has done all the work for you. So
Yeah,
all you just need to do is just listen and he will spill everything for you, right? So you
yes,
everything.
yeah.
Okay, that's good. And then goes on to tobacco is health gift from God. And again, I don't know, there's something I noticed, and from the beginning it talked about, when you're talking about smoking, it's more of like under smoking there is cigarette, right?
Yes,
Right.
yes,
When you talk about smoking, the first thing that comes to people's mind is cigarette. But we know
yes,
that apart from cigarette, there are other forms of smoking, right?
yes, yes,
We have
yes.
the cannabis, we have the cigar and the what have you. But majorly, he didn't mention. In fact, I think since we started from the beginning up to this point, he didn't even mention anything like cigarette, right?
No,
He
he
was
didn't.
he was mentioning tobacco, right? So I don't know what I was trying to understand what was the reason. Like you could have mentioned cigarette, like cigarette is a health gift from God, tobacco is this, instead of saying tobacco. Is it because okay, tobacco is more of like a plant? It's a plant, of course. So
Yeah,
like okay, the reader will try to relate it that okay, since tobacco is a plant, and yeah, we know plants have benefits. Probably is you know, there might be trying to the reader might try to reason that yeah, since it's tobacco, of course there might be health benefit because every natural thing, plants definitely have one benefit or the other. What do you think?
yeah, yes, yes, yes. I think maybe he's trying to come from the angle of tobacco actually,
Mm,
rather than cigarette because I don't think nicotine is naturally occurring.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think nicotine is naturally occurring. And if he mentions cigarettes directly, he might cause some kind of confusion
Mm,
within the reader. So I think he just sticks to tobaccos that maybe to direct the reader to think that okay, since tobacco is a plant, yeah, it's the best. It's naturally occurring, and it's good for you.
Yeah, that is true. That's true.
Tobacco is good.
So, and then it goes on to say tobacco is a health gift from God. So, and then this next line where you said, when practiced in moderation, smoking can load you up with health benefits you never imagined possible. And then he went on to explain, by moderation, I mean smoking smart, right?
Yeah.
Like that part.
Okay, you wonder what smoking smart all
Was
about. So you just
Yeah, of course. Because I think why and okay, let's consider it. They now mentioned that, okay, let's face it, 3 packs a day might do you after enough, yes. But by knowing what to smoke and how much, you can enjoy the proven health benefits of tobacco, including its ability to prevent heart disease, control your weight, and even reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease and certain cancers. I think this particular paragraph, it ties in well with what I usually see, all the time in health offers. Like, unique, when they try to come up with unique mechanism. Like, okay, there's a supplement now. One of the number one ingredient is maybe what do you call it? Let's say, am I trying to? Let's say one leaf like that. One
maybe
powder.
cinnamon.
Sorry, yeah.
I say maybe cinnamon spice.
Cinnamon. Okay, let's say cinnamon, for example, right? So the copywriter will go like, well, there have been research that when you use cinnamon, you get this and that. From the right, the copywriter will be talking about that particular ingredient, that ingredient. So the next thing that goes into the head of the reader will be like, okay, let me just go to the market and buy this particular ingredient, like maybe like mushroom, for example. They might say mushroom will help you lose weight, mushroom will help you do this, right? So the next thing
Yeah.
that will go to the come to the reader's head will be like, okay, let me just go to the store and get that mushroom and start eating it, right? But then when you start reading, you see that the copywriter will not be like, yeah, of course, mushroom will help you, but the thing is that if you have to take it in the right quantity, right, and the
Yeah.
right, so when the copywriter says that, it kind of drawbacks the attention of the reader, like, okay, I can't just go and get this thing in the market, because there's no way I know the right quantity to use and everything. Or they might
Yeah.
say that, okay, there's a particular mushroom. It's not just any kind of mushroom. The mushroom has to be growing in one particular climate condition, blah blah blah. So I think that is what he did here when he said, but by knowing what to smoke and how much, you can enjoy the health benefits of tobacco and what have you. Because the next thing he said that, yeah, tobacco is good, you should smoke. The reader will be like, okay, let me just continue smoking. But when he said by knowing what to smoke, that means it's not just smoking randomly that will give you the health benefits of tobacco. You have to listen, you have to keep reading to know, because there's a particular type of tobacco and a particular quantity that you have to smoke before you get the health benefits, right?
Yes, yes, yeah.
So, so should keep going, right?
Yeah,
To
yeah,
add it.
keep going.
Yeah. So, and that's just the beginning. So that means there's more to come. Now, don't get me wrong. You can't smoke all day and expect to get healthy. Yeah, just like what I just finished explaining right now, right?
Yeah.
You just mentioned, yeah, you can't smoke all day and expect to get healthy. So, unfortunately, it doesn't quite work that way. So, but I do want you to know that the relatively small dose of smoking really fail in comparison to the beneficial potential benefits. You can smoke and get healthy as long as you know how. So now this is where you go into the offer, right? Like, okay, this person is not just, he is not trying to tell you that, okay, just go and be smoking anyhow you like there's a particular, that is the reason we are reading this. Yes, smoking has health benefit, but the twist is that you have to know how, right?
Yeah, know what to smoke and how much of it you have to smoke.
Yeah. And then I think this is basically the lead, and here it goes into to the offer. This is the what do you call it? Behind the right, the
Yeah,
spokesperson, right?
yeah.
So William Campbell, talking about his reputation, trying to show proof that yeah, this person is medical doctor and is well known and stuff like that. And let's get to another thing straight right from the bat. I've never taken a penny from a tobacco company. The whole lot of them can rot for all I care. So this is another good part of the company, because when you talk about smoking, the first thing that gets to the mind of anyone is that okay, smoking, yes, the doctor said that you should stop smoking, and somebody is saying that smoking has health benefits, right? And we know that the companies that make these cigarettes, tobaccos and what have you, they are very, very wealthy, right? They are multi-billion-dollar company, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the reader might be thinking probably this person has been sponsored by one of these company, and what he's trying to do is to sell a particular brand of tobacco to them that okay, buy this. But he came out and said that he has never taken a penny from tobacco company, and he's even casting them, saying that tobacco is not good, he doesn't even like them. So you see that it turns everything upside down again, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He turns it back on its whole head again. Especially where he says they advertise to kids, add dangerous
Yeah.
chemicals and fiberglass to their tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in a way saying to hell with these tobacco companies and
Yes. So that means like he's not even supporting them, like you know. So that means here another thing is that the reader is expecting that this person is not trying to sell them on a particular brand of cigarette or tobacco company, right?
yeah.
So what he's trying to sell here or what he's trying to offer here is completely different from what they are thinking. So it still bring back that curiosity into the reader. The reader is still thinking, okay, if that is not the case, then what is it? What are you trying to, tell us? What is it that you have? What information is it that you have that we don't know? So, and then it goes out to talk about, their company. Then just like our fruit juices have been jumped up with corn syrup, preservative, so here is just trying to make comparison, like okay, this tobacco company, they are not really giving people the right stuff. What they are doing is completely bad, and then also is trying to compare it to other areas like the fruits, fruit juice, milk, and stuff like that. So too has big tobacco taken something natural and ruined it for the rest of the world. So then here is just trying to create a kind of like enemy, right?
Yeah, yeah. He's drawing comparisons.
Drawing
He's drawing
comparison.
comparisons with fruit juice, with milk, and how
Yeah,
they've been tampered with and not given in their
yeah.
natural form. Yeah.
So okay. So and he now said that the only reason I'm offering this information to you is because it's the truth. Yeah, just like I made mention earlier, because the reader might be thinking why he's trying to tell them this information is because probably he's sponsored by one of the tobacco companies, and he has come out to debunk the fact that he is not sponsored by any of them. He doesn't even like anyone at all. So why is he doing this? Because he just wants to expose the truth, right? And
Yeah, yeah.
um, and he made mention that he has been known for that. He's a medical maverick that refuses to be silenced by mainstream media propaganda, no matter how unpopular and stuff. So it's like this is something that he has been doing for quite a while, like, right?
Yes, yeah.
So he's more of like that doctor that, it doesn't just go with whatever the crowd. He debunks, he exposes the truth that a lot of people don't know about. So, and it goes on, tobacco smoke may alleviate heart attacks and stroke. So now this area is trying to be more specific, right? To what this thing can do for you. So instead of saying, because starting from the beginning of the copy, it was like smoking has health benefit, right? It can save your
Yes,
life. So the thing, because one thing in copy that is to get their attention and to dial in, you have to be more specific. So in what area of life saving is this tobacco? Can this tobacco help the anybody? So is now trying to be more specific, and here he talked about tobacco smoke alleviates heart attacks and stroke. So which of course the most of the target audience are usually prone to issues like this because of some of them have family histories and the likes, right?
yeah, yeah.
And then when he made this particular statement about alleviating heart attacks, he now go right into talking about how there have been studies showing that smoking can lead to heart disease, right? And he said
Yeah.
that if any patient of mine was ever concerned about cardiovascular health, I'd let them know that one of my favorite prescriptions is 3 delicious cigars a day. And once you take a look at the evidence, you start to see why, right? So now he's trying to, give more explanation, try to, give more facts, right? Now, okay, he's saying that this cigarette smoking can help with cardiovascular health, then how? And here you have it, right? This three statement is like giving benefits relating to that particular heart issue, cardiovascular issue, right?
Yes, yes.
Mm. So it says something like low levels of carbon monoxide may actually help victims of heart attacks and strokes. Now, we all know that one of the byproduct of smoking is usually carbon monoxide, which
Y-
everybody
y-
knows.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he
that's
just
true.
went straight, and made mention of that carbon monoxide, that carbon monoxide that is produced from smoking can help those with heart attacks and strokes. And the next one, it says smokers have a better chance of surviving angioplasty surgery. So I think you could have probably, made a more explanation on what this angioplasty surgery is all about. But my guess is probably the target audience already know what it is, but nevertheless, it still helps to give a implied explanation, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Then the third one is that small doses of nicotine help produce new blood vessel growth around blocked arteries. So, um, two main things, from this place here, from this point, you have the carbon monoxide, right? And
Yeah.
he dragged it in, saying that it helped with diabetes. But he didn't really go in detail to explain how does it help the victims of heart attack, which is more, kind of big, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. I wish he did go into more proof
yeah,
it to even make
you
this
have
topic.
elaborate a bit more. Okay, how does it, help victims of heart attacks? Talking about, okay, carbon monoxide reacts with some particular things in the body, blah blah blah. It kind of show more proof, but this is kind of very big, you know. And also for the nicotine, also when you say that it help produce new blood vessels around blocked arteries. So So, and then the copy continues, talking about studies that link smoking and heart disease. And then this particular area where you say, for example, why there's been a sharp decrease in smoking in the USA over the years, there's been an increase in reported cases of heart disease. Makes you wonder if something else might be responsible. You see what he did
Yeah.
here?
Yes. He's trying to link the decrease in smoking to the increase in heart disease.
Yes, because yeah, there's a lot of studies out there saying that smoking causes heart disease. Okay, that's because of that, a lot of people have quit smoking, that's reduced, but has the number of cases, the cases of heart disease reduced despite that, you know, which of course from studies show that heart disease issues always is still going up, even though most people have quit smoking. So that means he's trying to say here that smoking is not necessarily responsible for heart disease, like trying to like prove his point here, right? With this particular statement.
Yeah.
So, and then continue. So, why haven't you read about these groundbreaking studies in local newspaper? So, this is a typical Agora style health offer, right? This thing has been going on. There's a secret. I want to tell you, you not find it. So the reader will be like, okay, then why is it that if this thing is actually true and there's a proof, right? Just like the writers, pointed out that it has proof, then why is it that they have not, people have not heard about this in the newspaper, on TV, and what have you, right? So we will now go in to explain this is the reason, right?
Yeah. Why haven't I heard of this before? Because the government, there's a big cover up,
Yeah,
because it is keeping it away from you, because the big farms are paying the media to
big
give
pharma.
you.
Yeah. So that is just what he basically explained here, saying that the anti-tobacco researchers and government are giving grants and they are taxing all these companies. So instead of people saying the truth, they are covering it all because they are paying them money, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it goes on to talk about smoking can protect your brain. So here he talked about smoking alleviating heart attacks and stroke, which is one specific benefit of the smoking he talked about. And then next is talking about smoking protecting your brain, another specific benefit, right?
Yeah.
So and then it goes on to talk about the study that proves um, smoking can, so because when it comes to brain, this is another, it's when you say something like, okay, this thing is beneficial for your brain. The brain is an organ, right, which has multiple functions, right? And there are different diseases that can be tied to the brain, right? Like we have Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, dementia, stroke, and the rest. So what he did here was trying to like, okay, pick the specific problem, regarding the brain that this smoking can protect, can protect against, just like he said here. So that is where he mentioned that, okay, this smoking can slash the risk of Alzheimer's, it can stop Parkinson's, and also improve memory and concentration. So it's like specific on the area, right? Which is very good, in my opinion. So, and then it goes on. Um, so, and here he said, that yes, indeed, this is disturbing news to those fanatics who hate tobacco, and good news for those of us smart enough to smoke it, right? So it's like
Yeah.
it's creating a form of like a fun, how do I put it?
Us versus them.
Yes, us versus them, of course. It's more of like us. Okay, there are those people on the other side that hate this tobacco, and here we are those that love it, and we smoking it. And again, it's trying to say that we that are here smoking it, we are smarter than them because you know this thing is beneficial, is doing a lot of things, has a lot of health benefits for us, right?
Yeah.
So those, but even I was shocked after digging through. They have that study proving that in many cases smoke more and live longer. It's another bold statement again, contrarian. And then here there's like a study, okay, also which is more of like how do I say, like proof element, right?
Yes, proof element.
So it's kind of like proof element that there was a comparison between Japanese men, American, which was reported. Japanese men are twice as likely to smoke as American men, not only live longer but also remarkably have lower rates of lung cancer. So this study like sums everything up. Study that showed that people that smoke more, have less risk of getting lung cancer. So it makes the reader wonder how is that even possible, right?
Yeah, it does.
So and then go smoking can actually prevent cancer. So here's another specific benefit again, right? So how does it do there? So now this goes against what every single people have said, and they say that it doesn't care. In fact, smoking may actually help prevent certain types of cancers, including thyroid, breast, and skin. Unfortunately, I don't have the space to list all the information here, but luckily for you, you can get it all in my new book, The Health Benefits of Tobacco. Then it goes on to introduce the offer stuff. You have anything you want to add? Yeah, should move on.
Okay, no, let's just finish.
All right. So, the truth about smoking you won't get anywhere else. Yeah, of course. You can only get this information from him, right? So with the health benefits of tobacco, which is the offer the book is trying to sell, you have all the answers you need to enjoy a lifetime of guilt-free, healthy tobacco smoking. I will tell you exactly why you don't need to worry about quitting and how to silence all those nags in your life trying to steal your smokes. So this particular place where I highlighted is what I understand here is like this sums up like the target audience for this, right?
Yeah.
It says it here why you don't need to worry about quitting. So this just says that it's majorly targeting people that are trying to quit smoking. You know, they are trying to quit smoking not because they really want to quit it, but because of a lot of people have been disturbing them that they love the smoking, right? They love smoking.
Yeah. The emotional blackmail.
Yes, emotional blackmail. Maybe your wife is trying to tell them that if you don't stop smoking, I'll leave you. Their kids, stuff like that. So they have. So with this now, it's kind of like they have that kind of support that yes, of course, I'll continue smoking. Don't care, stuff like that. Hmm. So and then continues talk about the book, saying he's continued to getting the real truth out, and he's offering it to you completely risk free, to stop letting the anti-tobacco nurse push you around and arm yourself with the facts. And feel free to pass them along to any of the politically correct friends who have tried to terrorize you anytime you light up. So just like you made mention, emotional blackmail. So just go it. Uh, So with this information, what you're trying to tell the reader is that once they know this, get this book, they will get the full fact, the facts about the health benefits of smoking, right? And
Yeah, yeah.
and not just for them to use it for themselves, they will also use it to try to push away people that are trying to tell them to stop smoking, right? Because currently now they don't have any evidence to show that they are smoking. Because someone might read this now and they'll be like, yeah, look at it. There is health. A medical doctor just show that there's health benefits of smoking. The next thing the person will ask them that, okay, where is the evidence? What are the facts? But the only way you can get this fact is to actually get the book, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then this is the guarantee. If you aren't absolutely satisfied with the health benefits of tobacco, feel free to return it at any time, and I will refund every penny you paid for it, including your shipping and stuff. And then it goes on to conclude, we have a lifetime of good health to gain absolutely nothing to lose. The lighting up can actually save lives. Don't let this opportunity disappear in a trail of smoke. I like the statement. Don't let this opportunity disappear in a trail of smoke. Further now.
He uses a metaphor to reference smoking and
Yes. So since he's talking about smoking, so he's using that particular thing to kind of like, portray his point and sign on. So to a pleasurable puffing, and then goes on. Yes, I decided to make this book available now because so many people benefit from it. Obviously, I'm not the only one who feels like smokers' rights are being trampled on by mainstream nut jobs and politically correct junk scientists. I'm going to show you what a lifesaver tobacco really can be. And if you aren't convinced after reading just 10 pages of my book, feel free to return it for a free refund, then order now. So I think that is all for the copy. Copy is short, it's not really that long. It's more of like a medium type of copy and straightforward, punchy, right?
yeah, 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 it is. I wish the copy had more proof about how tobacco is good for the heart, alleviates heart attack and stroke, protects
Yeah,
the brain and prevents cancer.
yes, of
I
course.
think it will make the copy even more powerful than it is now.
And it is, yes. It could have gone deeper and give more detail, of all those specific areas when you talk about how it helps with the heart, how it helps with heart attacks, stroke, with the brain, and cancer. So if he gives more, assuming he give more explanation, detail, would have make it more stronger and more persuasive, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It needs.
Then the headline too, somehow,
Mm,
uh, if he had made the headline, it's formal though, and it's great. But I think it can even be made more punchier.
okay.
Yeah, I think
Headline, right?
It's enough to stay healthy is a great hook. But the pre-headline, it can
Mm,
even be more punchier. Possibly it's the only I think somewhere he said in the copy he's the only maverick, okay, medical maverick that refuses to be
yeah,
cited by mainstream propaganda. He can decide to bring it up as a pre-headline. Medical
as
maverick
a
that refuses to be silenced by propaganda
mm,
asks, "Are you smoking enough to stay healthy?" So it even makes it more punchier.
yes, yeah, yeah, it's true.
Uh,
I agree with that.
Hello, what Saidu?
Saidu.
Hello, Saidu.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't join. I'm a bit sick, so
yeah.
I didn't.
Sorry, I noticed you have been coughing in the background.
Yeah, yeah. Just wait, that is telling on me.
Sorry.
So from where I joined there, just like my husband said, like the writer, I think I should say that this sales letter is empty because
Mm.
it would have made more points on the positive aspect of nicotine than just going top like that. Like
Yeah.
telling us how you can use it to reduce cancer. And nicotine is addictive. Once you
Yes.
start,
Yes.
to stop it is always very hard. So while telling us how you can be beneficial to you, he will also tell us how to stop it, like for those that have already been addicted to it, so that
Mm.
those that are already addicted can know what to do. Like this sales letter would have contained two different things, the positive and the negative aspect, and also how to get a therapy, if I can put it like that. So that's what I think about this particular one.
Mm.
Why are you smiling?
No, no.